See by your side this afternoon is the Director General Party Campaign Council in Rivers State, Wilson Asinobi Ake. A member of the House of Assembly.
And to encourage you in your desire to become the governor of Rivers State. We are very proud group in Kalabari Kingdom. I have to let you know. And that is why our visit to you today is very, very historic, in that this is the first time our group is visiting a political figure in the state. As you are aware, we are traditional leaders made up of kings, chiefs, and Kalabari land. And it is our objective to, as fathers in the state, to scrutinize activities of individuals who want to take charge and manage our resources in the state. And that is why we have sat down, looked around, made our assessment in all the people that are wanting to lead the state as governor of the state to manage our common resources. Now there are qualities as leaders that we look out for, and that is why I will call our visit today a very privileged visit to you. Now, we have x-rayed the activities of people of Rivers State, our sons, brothers, sisters who want to take over the leadership of this state. And there are criteria that we use in assessing these our children, brothers, sisters that we want to entrust our common patrimony to. And that is why we have come today, because we have seen some qualities in you, given your antecedents in the state. Your activities are very, known in the state. You are a known person in the state. So, as leaders, we decided that we should come and see you and also encourage you in your quest to become the governor of this. It is our belief, and since we have found that you have those criteria, those qualities, those ingredients that can make you, govern or manage the state for us. And that is why we have come today to tell you that we are with you, and also carry the message back home and tell our people the way to go. Go, and why we and our people should vote for you massively. Because it is our duty. If we don't say what we have seen and what we know to our subjects, then we are leading to a grind, grinding to an halt of a state that all of us so cherish. And that is the reason why we must do the necessary thing by informing our people the way to go. And we are assuring you, by God on our side, and with God, all things are possible. And it is our belief that you have worked seriously to earn the objective you are pursuing. So I am not going to say much. We don't come here to praise you, but as leaders, we have come to tell the world who you are and what we see in you. Am I speaking your mind?
Yes.
So let me, on behalf of the Kalabari Traditional Leaders Forum, thank you for calling us to tap knowledge from us and also to share your knowledge with us, so that together we can make a healthy, wealthy, rich river state. We thank you and God bless.
When I meet people who say they don't want to get involved in politics, they don't play politics, I tell them that where we are now is either you play politics or politics will play you. And I was very, very glad when our Director General informed me that you people said that after reviewing all the candidates, you have decided to come out and take a public position on the future of the state. I think that what you have done today is a show of extraordinary courage. And I keep saying to people that the future of this state is in our own hands. And unless we do what we have never done before, we will not be able to see what we have never seen before. And every day that I wake up, I see Rivers men and women responding to the challenges of this time. My hope in this great state is renewed and strengthened every day. When you were speaking and you said you people have never done this before, my mind said this is the kind of Rivers people that will save this state and make it move forward. Yesterday, lecturers from all the tertiary institutions in this state, deans, professors, all of them came together on their own to endorse us. And they said in the history of Rivers State, they have never done that before. And this time, they have decided to do it because they see that it is imperative that the state should come together and move together in a new direction. I want to thank you people. Words are not enough to express my humility, my gratitude, and my appreciation. Like several people have told me, it is not about me. People are not doing this just because they like Senator Abe. They are doing it because they like their own children. They like their environment. They want to live in a place where the government will work for the good of the people and where the people will have a voice in the direction of the government. When I tell Rivers people that you will have money in your pocket, you will have money in your pocket, but you have to work to put the money in your own pocket. What we cannot afford is a situation where, first of all, you don't even have the opportunity to work. Even where you work, you don't get anything for the work that you do. Even if you try to get something, you cannot enjoy it. And we are getting older every day. And everybody has one life. If we don't gather now to begin the important task of building our lives and building our future, when are we going to do it? When are we going to start? I was just talking to some volunteers outside, Rivers men and women, who came together on their own to say they don't want to be paid. They just want to go to the streets and go and talk to people about SDP and about Senator Abe. And I said to them, just like I said to the lecturers yesterday, that I can give a long story about what we can do and what we cannot do. But rather than give a story, I will give an example. I have told all Rivers people to turn to the case of China. In our own lifetime, I'm glad that our fathers that are here today will remember how China was in the 70s and the 80s. China was a basket case. The people were hungry. In fact, they used to show pictures of Chinese peasants plucking grass to eat out of hunger. And China had a population at that time of less than 800 million or thereabouts. And they introduced what the world came to know as the one-child policy in China, which was that everybody would only have one child, because the Chinese were afraid that the kind of hunger and the problems they were facing, if people were to be giving birth to children, they would all die of hunger. And that was how poor, how dejected, how dispirited China was as a nation. But then Deng Xiaoping came on board and he told the Chinese that all the Chinese children that are getting born, they not only have mouths, but they have hands, they have eyes, and they have brains. That it is not only that they have mouths to eat, so we should be afraid that if they are born, they will eat all our food and we will all starve to death. But they have hands, they can walk to create food. They have brains, they have eyes that can see the problems of China, and they have brains that can devise solutions to those problems, and hands that can work to fit the problem. And urge the Chinese people to rise up and go and work. Let them build China and allow whoever wants to have children to bring the children to join in the work of building China. Today, China has a population in billions, but China is exporting food to the whole world. China has created more billionaires than any other nation in modern times. They are creating more millionaires per year, even than the United States. They have the most advanced population educationally on the surface of the earth, in science, in technology, in every sphere of human endeavor. The Chinese have risen together and they have excelled and are excelling. That is what we can do in Rivers State. Let us not think and despair. Let us not be intimidated. Let us not be afraid. Let us not be intimidated either by the fear of the future or by the happenings of the present. Let us not become scared and terrified to even unite with one another. Sometimes when I go out, you want to visit some chiefs. Chiefs are even afraid to receive a politician in their palace. They say, no, don't come. Come in the night. Come alone. Come like this. These are royal fathers that should exemplify the integrity, the strength, the royalty of our state. They have become scared chickens in our own lifetime. We cannot continue like this. I thank you people today. What you have done today is an example of the kind of state that we can build if we are decisive, if we are definitive, if we are courageous, and if we are bold. We can do great things in this land. So I want to thank you people for this visit from the bottom of my heart. I am very, very grateful. It is time for Rivers people to come together. It is time for us to move with humility and courage and begin the task of building a land here, now, where all of us can struggle and see our struggles rewarded in the prosperity of our children and in the peace of our homes. So I thank you very, very much. It is my hope and prayer that in less than 62 days from now, we will be able to gather to celebrate the historic courage of the Kalabari Leaders Forum. When our victory in this election would have been announced. I want to urge you people not to be deterred. Extraordinary times call for extraordinary actions. And that's why, even though you have never done this before, you have decided to stand up and stand out and be counted among those who had the courage and the audacity to speak at a time when our state needs voices that will be able to point to a new direction. I congratulate you and I urge you to always stay in this light. By the grace of God, I will be the governor of the state. It's not just to be the governor of the state, but to be a governor that will not disappoint the people of the state, that will be able to bring all of us together, regardless of our tribe and our tongue, regardless of anything, for us all to realize that this state is the one treasure that we have. There is no country, there is no group, there is no society on earth that is totally homogeneous, where everybody is the same. It does not exist. If you go to the Germans, they have their own differences. If you go to England, they have their own differences. If you come here in Nigeria, we have our differences. But the difference between us and other prosperous societies is that they are able to overcome every challenge, every obstacle, including their differences, to know that the future is the same for every human being. We all want happiness, we all want peace, we all want children that will love and respect us in our homes and be a source of joy to us all as fathers. That's what every human being is looking for. No matter what differences we have, it's not even, that difference does not apply to money. We all need money. So why can't we all come together, since we want the same thing? Use our brain, use our eyes, use our hands to work together to achieve those things that we all want and help one another. I think that is the new chapter that we are going to open together. And this historic visit that you have made today is an important step forward in that direction. I thank you people very, very, very sincerely from the bottom of my heart. And I urge you to always remain like this. Even after we become the governor and we are doing things, if you have ideas, if you have a different opinion, be as bold and as courageous as you have been today to still come forward, ask questions, we will answer them. Bring suggestions, we will respond to them. The responsibility to build our state cannot be in the hand of any one man, because no one person knows all the answers. But all of us must agree in the direction in which we want to travel. Once we are all traveling in the same direction, whatever differences we may have can be negotiated and settled, because we all know we are going to the same place. But if we are going to a place where one person is pursuing wealth for himself and expects every other person to be happy when they have nothing, we cannot all be going to the same place. And so our contentions will be difficult to fix. But if we are all agreed that all of us are going to the same place, I don't see any problem that we will have, any disagreement that we will have, that will not be negotiated by truth, humility, and honesty. I thank you all, and may Almighty God give you long life, continue to give you wisdom, continue to give you courage, and continue to give you boldness that we today in the course of pursuing a better life for River State. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Respect to the governor's leadership.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, very much. Thank you, sir. I'm very grateful. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I will come. Yes.
And that's what we stand for.